Greetings, priest. So happy to see you well. Get him some Mountain Dew.
No, King. I'm under a strong vow, and neither food nor drink must pass my lips until I have given my message.
As you please, servant of Ungit. What is this of a message?
I'm speaking to you, King, with the voice of Ungit, and of all the people, and of all the elders, and of the nobles of Gloom.
Did all these, then, send you a message?
Yes. We were all gathered, well, the ones we could find, last night. We pulled an all-nighter in the house of Ungit.
Were you now, punks? It's a new fashion to hold an assembly without the king's bidding. It's newer still to hold an assembly without bidding the king to it.
There would have been no reason in bidding you to it, King, seeing that we came together not to hear what you would say to us, but to determine what we would say to you. And being gathered together, we reckon up all the woes that have come upon us. First, the famine, which still increases. Second, the pestilence. Third, the drought. Fourth, the certain expectation of war by next spring at the latest. Fifth, the lions. And lastly, King, your own bareness of sons, which is hateful to Ungit.
That's enough! Do you think I need you, or any of the other wisecracks, to tell me where my own belly aches? Hateful to Ungit, is it? Why does Ungit not mend it then? She said bulls and rams and goats for me aplenty. Blood enough to sail a ship on, if all were reckoned.
Bulls and rams and goats will not win Ungit's favor while the land is impure. I have served Ungit these 69 years, and I have learned one thing for certain. Her anger never comes upon us without cause, and it never ceases without expiation. I have made offerings to her for your father and your father's father, and it has always been the same. We were overthrown long before your day by the king of Esser, and that was because there was a man in your grandfather's army who had lain with his sister and killed the child. He was the accursed. We found him out and expiated his sin, and then the men of Gloom chased the men of Esser like sheep. Your father himself could have told you how one woman, little more than a child, cursed Ungit's son, the god of the mountain, in secret. For her sake the floods came, and she was the accursed. We found her out and expiated her sin, and Sheenet returned into her banks. And now, by all the signs I have reckoned over to you, we know that Ungit's anger is far greater than ever within my memory. Thus, we all said in her house last night, we all said we must find the accursed. Though every man knew that he himself might be the accursed, no one spoke against it. I too, I had not a word to say against it, though I knew that the accursed might be I, or you, King. For we all know, and you may hold it for certain, that there will be no mending of all our ills till the land is purged. Ungit will be avenged. It's not a bull or a ram that will quiet her now.
Do you mean she wants a man?
Yes. Or a woman.
If they think I can get them a captive in war at present, they must be mad. Next time I get a thief, you can cut his throat over Ungit, if you like.
That is not enough, King, and you know it. We must find the accursed, and she, or he, must die by the right of the great offering. What is a thief more than a bull or a ram? This is not to be a common sacrifice. We must make the great offering. The brute has been seen again, and when it comes, the great offering must be made. That is how the accursed must be offered.
The brute? First I've ever heard of it.
It may be so. Kings seem to hear very little. They don't even know what goes on in their own palaces, but I hear. I lie awake all night, and Ungit tells me things.
What does she tell you?
I hear of terrible doings in this land. Mortals aping the gods and stealing the worship due to the gods.
Redderfall, you're doting. It's a story of my grandmother's.
It may well be. It was in her time that we last saw the brute, and we made the great offering, and it went away.
Who has ever seen the brute? What's it like, eh?
Those who have seen it closest can at least say what it is like, King. And many have seen it of late. Young Chief Shepherd on the Grey Mountains saw it the night the first lion came. He fell upon the lion with a burning torch, and in the light of the torch he saw the brute. Behind the lion, very black and big, a terrible shape.
Well said, Fox. Speak up. Say it to the priest.
Didn't you say the shepherd had a torch? If the shepherd had a torch, wouldn't that have created a shadow of the lion? He could have just confused the shadow for a monster.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know how they do it in Greece, but in Glum we don't listen to the slaves. And so what if it is a shadow? Well, as people say, it is a shadow. And if that shadow comes down to the city to get you, well, people are going to come and get you. So you better make the great offering.
But how is it made? It's never happened in my time.
It is not done in the house of Ungit. The victim must be given to the brute, for the brute is, in a mystery, Ungit herself or Ungit's son, the god of the mountain, or both. The victim is led up the mountain to the holy tree, and bound to the tree and left. Then the brute comes. That is why you angered Ungit just now, King, when you spoke of offering a feast. In the great offering, the victim must be perfect.